Good morning children. In our first chapter ratio numbers, today we are going to learn how to point a ratio number on the number line. Okay. So in your previous classes in your 7th, 8th standard, we have learned about a number line, how to plot an integer and a whole number on a number line. Okay. Now see, let us see the quick revision about what is a number line. Okay, so draw a straight line and put arrow mark on both the sides. This arrow mark indicates the number goes up to infinity. Okay, now I have to take first 0 on the middle of the number line. Okay, so if you are plotting 0 on the middle of the number line, so the right hand side of the 0. Okay, this is the right hand side of the 0. The positive numbers, you have to point only the positive numbers on the right hand side of the 0. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, plot the numbers in equal interval. Use ruler to plot the numbers and plot it in an equal interval. Now listen here the arrow. Okay, I have marked up to 5, pointed up to 5. But here the arrow mark indicates it goes up to the infinity. Okay, to the positive infinity number. Whatever it is, it will be going on up to the infinity number. To the left hand side of the 0. Okay, so to the left hand side of the 0, you have to plot the negative numbers. What are the negative numbers? -1, -2, -3. Likewise, it will be going on. Here the arrow mark indicates it goes up to the infinity. Okay, so this is the general way of drawing a number line. Draw a straight line, put 0 in the middle, to the right hand of the 0. Okay, so to the right side of the 0 you have to point only the positive numbers, and to the left side of the 0 you have to point the negative numbers. Okay, generally how you all know about, okay, how to plot an integer. If you are given an integer -2, mark -2 on the number line. It is very simple. We can make a point on -2 and we can give an end. This is the point P. Okay, so we have marked -2 on the number line. If it is any whole number, if it is 4 means, I can give you the name. Just giving the point a name A. Any alphabet you can give us the name. So this is the point 4. Okay, we are marking 4 on the number line. Okay, this is a simple one. If you are making integer or a whole number on the number line, it is very easy to plot. But in this section, especially we are going to see how to plot a rational number on the number line. Let us see how to plot a rational number on the number line. So let us see how to plot a rational number on the number line. So I have taken two examples. The first one is 2 by 3, second one is 5 by 2. Let's see how to plot 2 by 3 on a number line. 2 by 3 is a proper fraction. Okay, here the denominator is greater than the numerator. So it is a proper fraction. So if it is a proper fraction means the value lies between 0 to 1. Okay, here this value lies between 0 to 1. So you have to represent this ratio number 2 by 3 between 0 to 1. Okay, now on to the number line. So we have a number line. So in a straight line, in the middle we have taken 0, to the right hand side the positive numbers, to the left hand side the negative number. Isn't it? Now we are going to plot 2 by 3 between 0 to 1. Look at the denominator here. What is the denominator here? It is 3. So you have to divide 0 to 1 into 3 equal parts. Okay, so here the denominator is 3. So you have to divide 0 to 1. Here 0 to 1 into 3 equal parts. Listen, this is 1, 2 and the third part already it is the 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3 equal parts. Now write the ratio number 0. Okay, the next number will be, what is the denominator here? 3. So represent as 1 by 3. The next one is 2 by 3. The third part is 3 by 3. 3 by 3 is obviously the value 1. 3 divided by 3 gives you the value 1. Okay, so we have divided 0 to 1 into 3 equal parts. But what is the number we have to represent on the number line? 2 by 3. So where is 2 by 3? Here. So just mark a point P. Okay, and we have represented the rational number 2 by 3 on the number line. So, listen children, if it is a proper fraction, the value lies between 0 to 1. Okay, look at the denominator. Here it is 3. So, we have to divide 0 to 1 into 3 equal parts. We have divided into 3 equal parts, and where is the given fraction? 2 by 3. Represent the point as P and mark it as 2 by 3. Okay. Now it is clear for you how to plot a rational number on a number line. Next, here 5 by 2. The next example I have taken 5 by 2. 5 by 2 is a proper fraction or improper fraction? Yes, it is a improper fraction. Okay, so improper fraction is the best way to plot on the number line. First, change the improper fraction to mixed fraction. Okay, so change the improper fraction 5 by 2 to mixed fraction. So 2, 1 by 2. 2 is a 4, 4 plus 1 is 5 by 2. So we have changed this 5 by 2 improper fraction to mixed fraction. Now listen, here we have identified the range. This rational number lies between 0 and 1. Likewise, in this way, here if it is in a mixed fraction, you can identify the range as 2. The next number to 2 is 3. So, surely this number lies between 2 and 3. Okay, so you have to plot this number 1 by 2 between 2 and 3. Okay, now listen. What is the denominator here? 2. Okay, so the range between 2 and 3 should be divided into 2 equal parts. Where is 2 by 3 on the number line? Here, 2 and 3. How many parts you have to divide? What is the denominator here? 2. So you have to divide this 2 and 3 into 2 equal parts. How to divide it? 1 and the second part is here 2. So this is 1 and this is 2. Already 3 is there. So 1 part and 2 part. So we have divided into 2 equal parts. Now write the fraction. Okay, here it is 1 by 2. So listen, 1 by 2. Okay, now listen. See, we have divided. First we have changed the improper fraction to mixed fraction, and look at the denominator is 2. So you have to divide 2 and 3 into 2 equal parts. We have divided into 2 equal parts, and we have mentioned the fraction 1 by 2. So just 1 by 2 is the needed point. So make it as A. Okay, so this is the point where 2 of 1 by 2. So we can write it as 2, 1 by 2. Or in the improper way, 5 by 2. Okay, both are equal only. So we have plotted the point 2, 1 by 2 or 5 by 2 on the number line. Okay children, next let us see our exercise problem. Now we are going to solve our second exercise problem based on rational numbers. How to plot a rational number on the number line. So look at the first problem. Represent these numbers on the number line. First is 7 by 4. The second problem is minus 5 by 6. So the first problem 7 by 4. Whether it is a proper fraction or improper fraction. It is an improper fraction. So first let us change this improper fraction to mixed fraction. So 1, 3 by 4. So 1 into 4 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. So 7 by 4. Now here we are having 1. So the next number is 2. So here the range lies between 1 and 2. So let us see how we will plot this number on a number line. First look at the denominator, it is 4. And we have fixed the range 1 to 2. So we have to divide the number 1 to 2 into 4 equal parts. Okay, let us divide 1 to 2 into 4 equal parts. This is, here it is 1 and this is 2, 3 and 4. 4 equal parts. Write the fraction. Here see 1, 3 by 4. Likewise you can write 1. It is 1 by 2 and this is 4. So 1 by 4 and this is 2 by 4 and this is 3 by 4. Okay, here the fraction is 3 by 4. So starting from 1 by 4, 1 by 4, this is 1, 2 by 4, 1, 3 by 4. Now see, what is the given fraction here? 3 by 4. So mark the point on 3 by 4. Let us give the name P. Okay, so this is 1, 3 by 4. This point represents 1, 3 by 4. Or you can listen children, if it is a improper fraction, change it to mixed fraction and find the range where the number lies. Okay, and look at the denominator. Here it is 4. So I have divided 1 and 2. Okay, between 1 and 2 into 4 equal parts. So based on the given fraction, write the ratio numbers here and mark a point P1 3 by 4, which is equal to 7 by 4. Now the second problem, minus 5 by 6. Okay, here it is a negative number. Okay, the first one is positive number. Obviously, we have to plot on the right hand side of the 0. Now, the second subdivision is a negative number. You have to plot to the left hand side of the 0. Okay, it is minus 5 by 6 and look at the fraction. So, minus 5 by 6 surely lies between 0 to minus 1. Okay, look at the denominator here. Because it is a negative number, you should not take 0 to 1. It is 0 to minus 1. Look at the denominator here. What is the denominator? 6. So what we have to do next? We have to divide 0 to minus 1 into 6 equal parts. We have to divide 0 to minus 1 into 6 equal parts. Where is 0 to minus 1 on the number line? Here. We have to divide into 6 equal parts. Listen. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and this is 6. Okay. Now look at the fraction minus 5 by 6. So start from minus 1 by 6, minus 2 by 6, minus 3 by 6, minus 4 by 6 and minus 5 by 6. Now listen, where is the point minus 5 by 6? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is minus 5 by 6. So mark the point, any name and alphabet, let us take M. And this is minus 5 by 6. So listen children, you have to plot the ratio number. Okay, first check the ratio number whether it is a proper fraction or improper fraction. If it is an improper fraction, change to the mixed fraction and plot the points on the number line. Okay, look at the denominator. Based on the denominator, divide the range between equal parts and plot the needed ratio number on the number line. Okay, now let us see the second problem. Represent minus 2 by 11, minus 5 by 11, minus 9 by 11 on the number line. We have to represent these numbers on the number line. Okay. So see here, minus 2 by 11, minus 5 by 11, minus 9 by 11 all having the same denominator only and all are proper fraction only. So this values lies between 0 and minus 1. According to the given value, take your number line. Okay. See here in the first problem, I need the positive number. So I have taken the positive number on the negative number. Also here I need the negative number. So I have taken 0 to minus 1. See here, this numbers lies between, all are negative number only. So this values lies between 0 and minus 1. So according to that, draw the number line. Okay, so I am taking 0 and minus 1. We have to divide into 11 equal parts. So I am taking enough space between 0 and minus 1. See, so 0, starting from 0, I have divided into how many parts? 11 equal parts. Minus 1 by 11, minus 2 by 11, minus 3 by 11, minus 4 by 11, minus 5 by 11, minus 6 by 11, minus 7 by 11, minus 8 by 11, minus 9 by 11, minus 10 by 11 and minus 11 by 11 it is minus 1. So we have divided into 11 equal parts between 0 and minus 1. Now listen, what are the points we have to plot on the number line? Minus 2 by 11. Where is minus 2 by 11? Here. So give the name A, this is minus 2 by 11. The second point minus 5 by 11, obviously it is here. So give the name B, minus 5 by 11. What is the third point we have to plot on the number line? Minus 11, 9 by 11. Where is minus 9 by 11? Here it is. So minus 9 by 11. Okay. So listen children, if a number is given, according to the given number, you have to draw your number line. Okay. If you want to extend to the positive side, extend the positive side numbers. If you want to extend the negative side numbers, extend the negative side numbers. And according to the path, if it is 11 months, you have to leave. See, 0 to minus 1, I have to divide into 11 equal parts. Must leave enough space between the required number. Okay. Now you are clear how to represent a rational number on the number line. So after plotting a rational number on the number line, we are going to our next concept, how to find a rational number between given two rational numbers. How to find some rational numbers between two given rational numbers. Okay, so here I am going to give you two methods for you. Okay, so method 1 based on method 1 and based on method 2. Listen, first method, take a number 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. Okay, so 2 by 5 and 1 by 2, they are rational numbers. We are going to identify one rational number between these two rational numbers. Okay, first let us identify one rational number between these two rational numbers using method 1. See, in the method 1, we are going to take the mean of the given two rational numbers. Mean of the given two rational numbers means you have to add these two rational numbers and divide it by 2. Add these two given rational numbers and divide it by 2. How to do that? See, so divided by 2 means we can take 1 by 2 of. Yes, 1 by 2 of 2 by 5 plus 1 by 2. So listen, 1 by 2. We have to add these two rational numbers. We know the procedure to add the two rational numbers. Yes, for C the denominator, we have to take the LCM. So what is the LCM? 10. So multiply 4 plus 5. So 5 is 10 and multiply by 2. So 5 is 10. So 2 is 4 and 1 into 5 is 5. So finally we are getting 1 by 2, 9 by 10. So what is the value? 1 into 9 is 9 and 2 into 10 is 20. So we are getting 9 by 20. So we can say that 9 by 20 is a rational number, one of the rational number between 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. 9 by 20 is not only the rational number between 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. There are many rational numbers between 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. Just we have identified one single rational number between 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. If it is asked for two rational numbers, we have found one rational number. If based on the same method, if you are asked to find 2, 3 or 4 rational numbers between 2 by 5 and 1 by 2 means you have to repeat the same method. Okay, so we can write this as 2 by 5, 9 by 20 and 1 by 2. So 9 by 20 is a rational number between 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. So if further you are asked to find 2 or 3 rational numbers, you may choose either this interval or this interval. You may choose any one of the interval and you have to use the same mean method between these two rational numbers and you have to identify the other rational number. Okay, for example, I am going to identify another rational number also based on this method between 2 by 5 and 1 by 2 means just choose any one of the interval. I am choosing this interval means again I have to take mean of this two number. Okay, I am going to find a rational number between these two numbers means I have to take mean of these two numbers. So 1 by 2 of 2 by 5 plus 9 by 20. So 1 by 2 of, again you have to take the LCM. What is the LCM for 5 and 20? That is 20. So 20, so 4 2s are 8 plus 9. So what is the value you are getting? 1 by 2 of 8 plus 9 is 17 by 20. So the final value is 17 by 20 into 2 is 40. Okay, so how you can represent it as 2 by 5, 17 by 40, 9 by 20, 1 by 2. So listen here, the given rational number 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. Here we have two rational numbers between them, 17 by 40 and 9 by 20. If two rational numbers, if they are asking one more rational number means either you can choose this interval and this, and you have to again use the same method to find the rational numbers between them. Okay, so this is the first method. If any two rational number is given us, by taking the mean of the given rational number, you can identify the another rational number between them. See here, if it is asked for one rational number, find any one rational number between the given rational number or two rational numbers, you can use this method. If the question is for 10, 15, identify. For the same question, if you are asked to find 5 or 10 rational numbers between them, this process is just lengthy. Okay, going on finding mean for the interval between two rational numbers, the subproblem will go just length up. Okay, so we are going to use method 2. Okay, in a short way, how to find 2, 3, 4 or 5, 10 rational numbers between given two rational numbers. Okay, if you are asked to find 1 or 2 rational numbers, this method you can use. Okay, 3, 4, 5 rational numbers, it will give you the lengthy process. So we are choosing method 2. So let us see how to find 2, 3, 4 or 5, 10 rational numbers between two given rational numbers using method 2. Now listen, the same number I am choosing 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. Now we are going to find any 5 rational numbers. Okay, any 5 rational numbers between 2 by 5 and 1 by 2 using the method 2. Now for method 2, first look at the denominators. We have to equalize the denominator of the given rational numbers. For that we have to find the LCM for this 2 denominator. 5, 2. What is the LCM for 5 and 2? 10. The LCM for 5 and 2 is 10. So we are going to equalize the denominator. So listen, 2 by 5. What is the LCM? LCM of 5 and 2 is 10. So we are going to equalize the denominator to 10. So what should be multiplied with this to get 10? 2 by 2. So what is the value? 2 is 4 by 5 is 10. The next number 1 by 2. So to make the denominator 10, what should be multiplied with this number? 5. So multiply and divide by 5. So 5, 1 into 5 is 5, 2 times are 10. Okay. Now see here, this is 4 by 10 and this is 5 by 10. 4 by 10, next number 5 by 10. But our question is here we have to find any 5 rational numbers between these two numbers. Isn't it? So don't think that 4 by 5, 5 by 4 by 10, 5 by 10, no rational numbers between them. No, many fraction rational numbers are between 4 by 10 and 5 by 10. How to identify it? Okay, listen now. We are having 4 by 10 and 5 by 10. Just we are going to multiply any common number. Multiply and divide by any common number for both these fractions. Okay, just I am multiplying taking a number 10. 10 by 10. What is the result we are getting? 10 into 4. It is 40 by 100. Likewise, for the second number 5 by 10, the same number should be multiplied. 10 by 10, which is equal to 50 by 100. Now listen. The given question 4 by 10, 5 by 10, we are multiplying the same number, multiplying and dividing by the same number, and we got 40 by 100, and the other number is 50 by 100. Okay, if you are multiplying and dividing by the same numbers, it won't affect the original question. Okay, now our range is 40 by 100 to 50 by 100. So 40 by 100 to 50 by 100, we can identify some rational numbers? Yes. What are the rational numbers we can add? After 40, what are the numbers we can get? 41 by 100. The next number will be 42 by 100. The next one, 43 by 100. And 44 by 100. And 45 by 100. So see here, just we have fixed the range using the method 2, and we have identified 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rational numbers between them. Not only this, after 45 we can take 46, 47, 48, 49, like this. Many rational numbers we can identify using the method 2. Okay, so if method 1, if you are using method 1 once, if you are asked to find only one rational number or two rational numbers between the given two rational numbers, it is the easiest way. You can take the mean of the given rational number and identify the 2 or 1 rational number. If it is asked for 5, 10 rational numbers, this method will be lengthy for you. So use the method 2. Okay. So first equalize the denominator and multiply and divide by any common number. Okay, which will give you the interval. Okay, which will give you the biggest interval between the numbers. Multiply and divide by the same number and fix the interval, and you can identify 5 or 10 rational numbers between them. Okay. Now the problem for our second exercise. Find 10 rational numbers between -2 by 5 and 1 by 2. See here, we have given the two rational numbers -2 by 5 and 1 by 2. We have to find 10 rational numbers. Okay. So we start two methods, method 1 and method 2, taking mean and equalizing the denominator and finding the rational number. Here they are asking 10 rational numbers, so we are going to use method 2 to find the 10 rational numbers between the given rational numbers. For that, first what we have to do, we have to see the denominator of the given rational number. What is the denominator here? 5 and 2. They are not equal, so we are going to equal the denominators of the two given rational numbers. So we are going to take the LCM for the two given rational numbers. See here, denominator 5 and 2. So we are going to take LCM for 5 and 2. What is the LCM for 5 and 2? 2 by 5 into. So what number you have to multiply with 5 to get 10? 2. So multiply by 2. So it is minus 4 by 5 is 10. Isn't it? Yeah. Next number is it? What is the next ratio number? 1 by 2. What's the number you have to multiply with 2 to get 10? It is 5. So multiply and divide by 5. So 1 into 5 is 5 and 5 is 10. So now we have equalized the denominator. So listen here, we are having 4 by 10 and minus 4 by 10 and 5 by 10. So we are having much interval between them. So minus 4 means next number will be minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Then the next number 4, 5. So we are getting just only 8 numbers between these two rational numbers. But the question is we have to find 10 rational numbers. Okay. So see here we are having difference between these numbers. Okay. So we can identify some rational numbers between them. But we can identify only 8 rational numbers between them. But the question is 10 rational numbers. So what we are going to do is we are going to multiply and divide by a common number for these two numbers. I am choosing already there are 8 numbers between them. So you can multiply a small difference number. Multiply and divide by a small number with this two number. So let us say minus 4 by 10 into just I am choosing 2 by 2. Okay, because already between these two rational numbers there are 8 rational numbers, but I need 10. So just choose any small number, okay, any number, 2 by 2, or you can multiply 3 by 3, 5 by 5, anything. But here I want 2 more rational numbers, just I am choosing 2 by 2. So multiplying and dividing by 2. Okay, so minus 4 by 10 into 2 by 2 is minus 8 by 10 is 20. The next number 5 by 10. Again the same number 2 by 2, 5 is 10 by 20. Now see here we are having minus 8 by 20 and 10 by 20. So the same question we have converted in the form of minus 8 by 20 and 10 by 20. Now you have to identify 10 rational numbers between these two numbers. Is it possible? Yes, because after minus 8 we are having minus 7 by 20, then minus 6 by 20, minus 5 by 20, minus 4 by 20, minus 3 by 20, minus 2 by 20, and minus 1 by 20, and 0 by 20. 0 by 20 we can represent as 0, and 1 by 20. So see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 2 by 20. So 10 rational numbers. So they are asking only 10 rational numbers, so we have start up to 2 by 20. If it is 11, 12 months, we can go on 3 by 20, 4 by 20. According to the given question, you have to identify the number of rational numbers. So listen children, find 10 rational numbers between minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. We are using second method because we have to find 10 rational numbers between the given rational numbers. So first look at the denominator, we are going to equal the denominator. Here the denominators are 5 and 2. So we are taking the LCM of 5 and 2. What is the LCM of 5 and 2? It is 10. So multiply by 2 by 2. So we are getting minus 4 by 10. The next number, second number by 5 by 5. So 5 by 10. So see here, we are having some interval between these numbers, but it is not enough to find 10 rational numbers between this. Yes. So we are multiplying some common number, multiplying and dividing by some common number to this rational numbers, and we are going to find the 10 rational numbers. Yes. So I chose 2. So multiplying and dividing by 2. So we are getting minus 8 by 20. The second number multiplying and dividing by 2, we are getting 10 by 20. Now we are having much difference between this number, so we are able to find 10 rational numbers between them. So between this interval, we are choosing 10 rational numbers between them. Okay. Yes. If you are asked to find more than decimals, you can find this also by taking a greater number. If you are multiplying a greater number, multiplying and dividing with a greater number means again you will be getting the much difference interval between them, and you can find 15, 20 much number of rational numbers between them. Okay. Now the next problem, find 5 rational numbers between 2 by 3 and 4 by 5. We have to find 5 rational numbers between 2 by 3 and 4 by 5. So we are going to use the same method only, second method only listen. So we have to find, what we have to first find in this, we have to check the denominator. Here it is 3 and 5, they are not equal. So we are going to equal the denominator first. For that, what we have to do, we have to take the LCM. So here 3, 5, we have to take the LCM for 3 and 5. So LCM of 3, 5. What is the value? 15. Isn't it? 3 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number. So the LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. Now 2 by 3. What number should be multiplied with 3 to get 15? 5. So multiply and divide by 5. 5 by 5. So 5 is a 10 by 15. The second number 4 by 5. What number should be multiplied with 5 to get 15? 3. So multiply and divide by 3. 4 3s are 12 by 5 is a 15. So listen children, here we are getting 10 by 15 and 12 by 15. If you want to identify one rational number between them, it is easy. The next number to 10 is 11 by 15. But here the question is we have to find 5 rational numbers between them. One number is not enough, we have to find 5 rational numbers between them. See here, for example, if I am multiplying these numbers 10 by 15 and 12 by 15, okay, multiplied by 4 and divided by 4. Multiplied by 4 and divided by 4. Okay. Why I am choosing 4 means if you are multiplying by 2 means you will be getting a small interval. Okay. So try that. If you are multiplying and divided by 2 means the interval will be small. We are not able to find 5 rational numbers between them. So here I am choosing 4. You may choose 5, 6, 7 also. Okay. Just I am choosing 4. Multiply and divided by 4. What is the number you are going to get? 10 into 4 it is 40. 10 into 4 it is 40 by multiply 15 and 4 it is 60. 40 by 60. Again 12 into 4 it is, and here 15 into 4 is 60. So what's the interval we are getting? 40 by 60 and 48 by 60. Whether it is possible to find 5 rational numbers between them? Yes. What are the numbers you can find? 41. After 40, you can take 41 by 60. The next number 42 by 60 and 43 by 60, 44 by 60 and 45 by 60. So okay. So they are asking only 5 rational numbers, so we have wrote 5 rational numbers between the given 2 rational numbers. Okay, so we are using the same method only. Take the LCM of the denominator and equalize the denominator. If you want to simplify this number, you can simplify and do the problem also. Okay, here I did without simplifying the numbers, so I am multiplying and divided by 4 and we are getting some interval between the numbers and we are choosing 5 rational numbers between the interval. So children, with this section, we are completing our first chapter, rational numbers. Okay, in this chapter we have discussed about first what is rational number. A rational number is in the form of p by q, isn't it? And the denominator is never equal to 0. And we have discussed some properties for rational numbers like closure property, commutative property, associative property, isn't it? And we have discussed about what is additive identity, multiplicative identity, additive inverse, multiplicative inverse, and we have solved the first exercise problem based on that. In the second exercise, we have discussed about 2 concepts. One is how to plot a rational number on the number line, and the next concept is how to find a rational number between the given 2 rational numbers. Okay, based on these 2 concepts what we have discussed today, we will be getting your assignment problem. Okay, do that assignment based on this method we solve. Okay children, thank you.